little Future, he's 9 months at the time or whatever, and he crawls in my lap, and it was like, this is going to be my responsibility.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got some breaking news that had
Night.
Yeah, the first night.
came across my news because this guy Russell Wilson, he's really been dragged through the mud with this whole entire situation involving Future and his son. This is a wild situation that a lot of people are going to have opinions on, especially in the communities that we're in. A lot of this goes on, a lot of it may not go on, and a lot of people have different views on it. Everybody has an opinion on what would they do in this situation. I would never do this. It's wild. It's very decisive, and we're gonna break it all down. But nonetheless, you heard what Russell Wilson said. We all know he's married to Ciara, and he said that Future's son, when he laid eyes on him, he knew right away he was going to take the burden, and that was his responsibility. I mean, as soon as you walked in the room, Russ, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. I mean, I mean, as soon as he walked in the room, but shout out to Russell Wilson, man. It's definitely an admirable situation. For what he's doing, I ain't gonna discredit it, but it's viewed differently by many people, especially in the hip hop community and various others. We got the Chief in the building. Listen, Chief, this is a wild situation. What's your thoughts on Russell Wilson coming out so emphatically on another man's son and Future? And I ain't saying let's talk about it.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, you could be dealing with, hey, keeping everything a buck here, 100%. You know, there's situations, and I'm not making light of certain situations, bro, but you know, he embraced young Future. He took him on as his own, and he's done right by him. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best thing that you could ask for if you are no longer involved with the woman, right? I would like for us in our tribe, when we run into these situations, it's for some it's a tall task. But as men, you know, I've dated and courted a few sisters, man, who've had children. And if I ever felt like it was going to get like serious, like I always, out of respect, you know, I will always check the temperature of, the biological father if he's involved. First of all, because that's very, in my opinion, that's very important. You know what I'm saying? Because you if you stepping into that space, you know, as a I don't believe in the whole stepfather stuff. I wasn't raised, I'm with my biological father now. We're connected now, but when I was a shorty, man, I was, my sister's father, who's not my biological father, raised me. And for me, that's daddy. So on Father's Day, I celebrate two men, Flight. I don't celebrate one, and they both know this. And I told them both, hey, this is what it is. I told my biological man, I said, yes, and it, in those circumstances of why he wasn't there, that is private business, but things happen in life, that is what it is. But the fact is that I'm not going to throw either man away because of the other one. But that takes a level of maturity, emotional intelligence, however you want to call it, that some don't have, especially when you involve selfishness, vindictiveness, jealousy, all those other things that get in the way of and get away from the main thing, like which you got a young man that you are raising and he's going to be a part of this community. And what is our example to that young man? You know, as men, I'm talking as brothers now. I mean, with respect to the sisters, I'm talking about as men in this situation. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's some guys who say, I would never take that on responsibility, particularly if they don't have any children of their own, which is their right to say it. But for those who do take it on, you know, as long as the intent is good, as long as there's no abuse involved, as long as he's doing well, and I am hoping, Flight, in closing, that even though Russell said those things, I am hoping that he said that within a context and that Future is still involved,
Right.
that they're both involved, not just him involved. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
right. You're right about that. I know this, like I said, this before I got into the sports world, this thing was just highly publicized in the hip hop world, and a lot of people viewed this differently. A Future even came out and put out a post basically saying that his son calls Russell Wilson dad, and he even offered, even I believe, to even give the paperwork to Russell Wilson because basically Russell Wilson did take over. You understand completely, you know, where it's like he's treating him like not even a stepson, that is his son. So you see what's going on. He's traveling with him. They was at the NBA All-Star game, and it was posted. It was crazy because Future's artist, Young Scooter, you know, a lot of people might not know who he is, but they was in the free bands together. It was a heavily involved, you know, in Future's progression on the come up scene. Um, and the reports came out and said Russell Wilson is at the NBA All-Star game with his son, and it was Future's son. And Young Scooter put in the comment section, "That's not his son." Mind you, that's close. That man is very close to Future. You understand? So I don't know. You know, this ain't the Maury show, but I don't know. You know, it's clearly some decisiveness going on here. I don't know if everybody on the same page. You know, but this is a definitely touchy, rocky situation because a lot of people got different opinions, man. What do you think about that?
It takes, see, again,
And it does
and
take courage. You're right on the money with that one.
oh, it takes courage. It takes a level of maturity. It takes sacrifice. It takes swallowing pride, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And it takes Future telling Scooter to shut up about that. Get out of that. That is none of your business. Even though we good, we cool, bruh. I know you riding for me, but stay out of that. He is not abusing my son. Don't mess up something good over ego. We'll work that out. You know what I'm saying? There's always a place, and I don't care what it is, you know, there will always, that young man will always, there will be a spot in that young man that no one can get to except for Future. I don't care how much Russell does. Now, brothers who are taking this on, I hope you understand this now. You know, um, you are there to be in a space, not to take someone's place. And as long as you understand that, you will always get that love, you know, and but don't get to the point where when you take her on and she got children, you're taking him on. Hopefully he's active, but even if he's not there, the extended family, that doesn't end just because they didn't change partners now. There's still blood ties, man, you know, and other things like that. So, let's watch how it goes, and hopefully it be an example for us, because we scream
Right.
unity a lot, bro, to everybody else, but within our own circumstances, we're hypocrites in the tribe sometimes when we talk about this, bro.
Yeah, make sure you hit the like button and most definitely hit the subscribe button. Peace and love.